Good evening. We ask that everyone please remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. Welcome to the 60-second commencement exercises of Nashville State Community College. We are here to recognize and celebrate our Fall 25, Spring 26, and Summer 26 graduates. It is now my honor to introduce our platform guests. To my right, Dr. Teresa Vasquez, co-founder and Chief Data Officer of REPT and a 2005 graduate of Nashville State Community College. The Honorable Emily J. Reynolds, Vice Chair of the Tennessee Board of Regents, and Jennifer Rector, Vice President of Business and Finance. To my left, Dr. Joe Williams, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Workforce Development, Dr. Alexis Pope, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, and Corey Cross, SGA President and 2026 graduate. I'm sorry, I skipped Jeff Green, our Faculty Senate Chair and Associate Professor of Biology. Next, I would like to recognize our elected officials who continue to be strong supporters of Nashville State. They are seated over to my left. I'd like for you to stand when I call your name. State Senator Charlene Oliver for District 19. We also have State Representative Caleb Himmer from District 59, Representative Ronnie Glenn from District 67, and Representative Bo Mitchell from District 50, whose son Parker is here graduating this evening. If there are any other elected officials that I did not see come in, would you please stand at this time so you may be recognized? Okay, thank you. Also joining us this evening are several members of the Nashville State Foundation who help raise funds to support students. We have Giovanna Palmer with us. She would stand and be recognized. We had Ms. Novella Lilly with us earlier tonight. I also want to recognize Edward Jones and Sammy. I don't know if you made it in. If you would please stand. They are with Tennessee Higher Education Initiative. They are our partners in supporting our students that are learning inside and outside the walls. I also have some other special guests that I'll recognize in a minute. I do think Cat Financial, I did want to recognize them. I think they're up in the box. We have some apprenticeships with Cat Financial and IT, and we have some graduates tonight. Commencement is our opportunity to recognize an important academic milestone. Tonight, we celebrate the individuals who finished what they started. Graduates, you did it. And I am so very proud of you and what you have accomplished. Now, while every graduate is special to me, I do want to take a moment and recognize who I'm going to call our trailblazers. If you are the first person in your family to graduate from college tonight, will you please stand? These students are changing generations. You may be seated. Now, I know that every graduate has a story to tell, and whether this journey took 2 years or 20, they did not walk their path alone. For many, this night would not have been possible without the support from their family, friends, donors, and champions. So graduates, I want you to take a moment and give a good hand clap to all these people that are around you supporting you. And I also believe for some of our graduates, it required a much needed push here or there and a whole lot of grace from the faculty and staff of Nashville State. Many of them are in the back, some of them are upstairs. So I do want to thank everyone who helped with a car ride, childcare, financial and emotional support to make this night possible, because it truly takes a village. And I am so honored to work with the Nashville State Dream Team. That's what I like to think of them, our faculty and staff, have really done a lot to make a difference in our students' lives. Now, before we move on, I do want to recognize one more group of students and some special guests with us tonight. Seated among the graduates are students who are still MNPS high school students. So first, I want to ask all of the early college high school graduates to please stand. And remain standing, remain standing. Next, I want to recognize Principal Manuel and Dr. G, and if there are any other early college high school administrators, faculty, and staff, please stand so we can recognize you as well. We share these students on our White Bridge campus. Next, I'm going to ask all the Whites Creek early college graduates to please stand. It is my great honor at this time to recognize Dr. Adrian Battle, Superintendent of Metro Nashville Public Schools, and aunt of one of our early college graduates. Would you please stand, Dr. Battle, so we can recognize you? And if there are any other administrators from Metro Public Schools, please stand. Dr. Battle, I want to thank you for your leadership. Look what our amazing Better Together partnership has accomplished. Over 80 Metro high school students are earning their associate degree with Nashville State. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce the Honorable Emily Reynolds, Vice Chair of the Tennessee Board of Regents, to bring special greetings from TBR and our Governor.
Thank you all. And thank you, Dr. Jackson. We so appreciate her leadership. And I just have to say myself, as a very proud graduate of Metro Nashville Public Schools, the partnership that you and Dr. Battle have makes me proud each and every day. So congratulations to you all. Well done. To all of the 2026 graduates of Nashville State Community College, congratulations from the Tennessee Board of Regents. We are the governing board of our state's 13 community colleges and 24 colleges of applied technology. And we're so proud of you and your many successes. And with your success, we make Nashville an even stronger city. I love commencements. To see you in the procession with your family and friends cheering you on. And one of my personal favorites, to see how some of you creatively decorate those mortar boards. Usually it's the folks in healthcare who kind of win out by a little bit. They're a quite creative group. It's a special night, it's a well-deserved and a joyful celebration. Whether you are going directly into the workforce from here or transferring to another college or university, you know that you will always have a home at Nashville State. And that's why I have one small favor to ask of you. It won't cost you anything, and it will take very little of your time. Because now, as a college graduate, you will have a profound impact on others who may want to go to college and follow in your footsteps. Sometimes we all need a little encouragement, a word from someone who has succeeded, a mentor to help show us the ropes. You are the best ambassadors Nashville State could possibly have. Help others realize their dreams of pursuing this college degree. Once again, on behalf of my colleagues from statewide, from the Tennessee Board of Regents, you have our heartfelt congratulations, our continued best wishes for every future success, because your success is the success and the future of this great city and our state. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you tonight. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to welcome Jeff Green, Associate Professor of Biology and Faculty Senate Chair, to bring words of encouragement on behalf of the faculty.
What a great night. What a great celebration of our graduating class, our largest graduating class. It's awesome to see all of our friends and family in the audience tonight, maybe even future Falcons. This is a graduating class that is part of a community, Nashville State Community College. As we move on to new journeys, many going our separate ways, how do we take this sense of community that we have fostered here at Nashville State out into the broader community? You thought the homework was over. I would like for us to all consider and practice 3 simple words. 1, to see. 2, to share. 3, to support. First, we really need to truly see and notice others. Too often, myself included, move through our days in autopilot, really not noticing those around us, their joys, their sadness, or even really reflecting on that in our own lives. But when we slow down, we need to slow down sometimes and pay attention. Something inside of us shifts. We notice that coworker who is now unusually quiet. We notice a neighbor who maybe could use a helping hand. We notice our best friend, who really might not be telling us exactly what they're thinking. Seeing others is the first step in reminding them and ourselves that no one should be alone or invisible in a community. 2, we need to share. We need to share our time, our stories, humanity, humility. When we share pieces of our own experience, a moment of vulnerability, a challenge we faced, whether it's today, last week, our entire life. Sharing helps people to feel safe and open up. It creates more seats at the table for a broader discussion. When we share our humanity, we build bridges. These bridges make our community stronger, kinder, more resilient. Lastly, number 3, we need to support. We need to support each other. This is an action item. Even small steps count. Support is checking in. It's offering help without being asked. It's standing beside someone during difficult circumstances. Support doesn't need to be grand, folks, so please don't be waiting for that one grand opportunity. Small steps are fine. Sometimes it's as simple as a listening ear. I hear what you're saying. Sometimes it's a kind message. I'm thinking about you. Sometimes it's a moment of patience. You're in no hurry. Take your time. Small acts of support create ripples. And before long, these ripples become the culture of our community. So today, I encourage all of us here today to practice these 3 words: see, share, support. If each of us does just a little bit more of that, we create communities where people feel valued, more connected. I hope you have felt this during your time at Nashville State. Let us thrive together, not just survive. Congratulations, graduating class of 25-26. Thank you all.
At this time, I would like to welcome Corey Cross, a graduate of the class of 2026 and the college's Student Government Association president, who will bring greetings on behalf of our graduates.
What's up, Nashville State? We did it. We're here. Good evening, graduates, faculty, staff, families, and administration. Take a look around. This room is full of determination, resilience, success, and a whole lot of love. Class of 2026, give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. My name is Corey Cross, and I have the honor of serving as your Student Government Association President. Before I go any further, I want to recognize someone who has stood beside me every step of the way this year, our SGA Vice President, Soraya Matthews. Soraya, please stand and let us honor you. Thank you, Soraya. I want to start with a small confession. I am 37 years old, and I'm graduating. If you're thinking, good for you, thank you. If you're thinking, wow, that took a while, also fair. But that's kind of the point. One of the things that makes Nashville State special is that there's no single version of typical student. Some of us started college early, earning degrees while still figuring out who we are. Others came straight from high school, navigating the transition into adulthood while juggling classes, jobs, and the pressure of choosing a path. Many of us are non-traditional students, people who return to school after years in the workforce, after changing careers, or after life took us in an unexpected direction. And some of us are parents, balancing the academics with the demands of raising a family. Some of us moved quickly, some of us took the scenic route. To the early college students, while most people your age were figuring out what was next, you were already doing the work. Balancing high school and college courses is demanding and far beyond what is expected of most students. What you've accomplished is exceptional. Traditional students, you stepped into a new world and learned to navigate independence, expectations, and uncertainty. You grew in ways you may not even realize yet, and you should be proud of the grit it took to get here. Those of you returning as non-traditional students, you made the decision to come back to the classroom, sometimes after years, sometimes after decades. And you proved that learning doesn't expire. Your courage to start again is something to celebrate. And for the parents in this graduating class, you managed coursework alongside the constant responsibilities of family life, often putting your own needs last so you could keep moving forward. You are proof that determination has no age limit and that your dreams matter just as much as the little ones watching you. What we all share is this: there is no timeline on learning, no deadline on growth, and no single timeline for success. If my being here today proves anything, it's that life isn't linear. It's more like a group project. Everyone shows up with different experiences, different schedules, and somehow we all still make it work. And as we all know, none of us did this alone. To our faculty and staff, thank you for choosing students every single day. Thank you for answering emails at odd hours, for second chances, for patience, and for believing in us sometimes when we didn't even believe in ourselves. I also want to give a special thank you to someone who represents the very best of this institution. Dr. Johansson, my SGA advisor, and our student life director. Dr. Johansson, could you please stand so that we can honor you? Dr. Johansson isn't just the woman behind the events on campus, the free food we grab on the way to class, or the endless supply of coffee and ping pong balls. If you know, you know. She is a remarkable leader who pushes for the very best for all of us. Her open door policy isn't symbolic, it is reality. She has been there for me personally through real life struggles, and more importantly, she shows up that way for every student. She leads with compassion, accountability, and care, and Nashville State is better because of her. Thank you, Dr. Johansson. Another thing that go ahead. Another thing that makes this place special is the people sitting right next to you guys. Our student body is diverse, not as a buzzword, but as a lived reality. Different languages, cultures, backgrounds, and stories all sharing the same classroom and the same goals. With that in mind, I want to say something briefly and respectfully to my immigrant classmates and friends. In a moment where the world can feel heavy, uncertain, and unfair, you belong here. Your presence matters. Your presence matters, your voice matters, and this campus is stronger because you're a part of it. That belief that education should be a place of opportunity, dignity, and safety is something that we can all stand behind. Today is about optimism, it's about momentum, and yes, it's about celebration. But let's be honest, graduation doesn't mean everything gets easier. It means you now have more tools, more confidence, and more proof that you can do hard things. Every person here has balanced something to earn this degree. Work, family, finances, fear, doubt, and you still showed up. That's not luck, that's resilience. So as you leave here today, whether you're transferring, you're starting a new job, you're chasing a dream, don't just walk across the stage, own it. There is no timeline you need to apologize for. There is no version of success you have to copy. There is no wrong age to decide that you want more. Class of 2026, be bold, be kind, stay curious, and if your path takes longer, looks different, congratulations. That means it's yours. To quote Ralph Waldo Emerson, what lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Thank you, Nashville State. Thank you, classmates, and good luck on your journey wherever that takes you.
Thank you, Corey. It is now my great honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Teresa Vasquez. She is a multi-award-winning software engineer, educator, and advocate for those who learn, lead, and succeed differently. As founder of REP, she has taught and mentored thousands of technologists while leading initiatives that expand access to technical education and elevate neurodiverse voices. She holds a Doctor of Education in Technology and Adult Learning and an MBA from Trevecca University and a Bachelor of Science in Liberal Arts from MTSU. And she is a proud 2005 graduate of Nashville State, where she also served as the student commencement speaker and most recently received the 2025 Falcon Award for Distinguished Alumni of the Year. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Teresa Vasquez.
Dr. Jackson, thank you for bringing me home. And to the faculty and staff, you will never fully know the lives you simply change by choosing to see someone. I am living proof of that, so thank you. And to the early college high school graduates, my youngest Des, who is also an early college classmate, asked me to tell you something, and I quote, "Y'all better work." Did I do that right, baby? Okay. Now, I have been trying to contain myself since I walked in here tonight, because I know what it took to sit in that seat tonight. And I'm not just talking about the classes, the childcare you probably scrambled to find, the job you worked while studying, the person in your life who probably never fully understood why this mattered so much, the moment, and I'm sure that there was probably at least one, when you almost stopped, but you didn't. I know because I have been you. Take a breath and actually feel this moment because what you did to get into that seat was not easy, and you deserve to feel every bit of it. Class of 2026, let's go! Let's go! Sorry, I get excited at graduation, so. 21 years ago, I sat exactly where you're sitting because I'm a Falcon too. And when I was selected to speak at my graduation, I asked my classmates a simple question: what will you do with your degree? Now that question has followed me for the last 21 years. And before I get to that story, I want to take a trip back in time just a little bit. In the 1960s, a researcher named Seligman conducted a groundbreaking study on what he called learned helplessness. He placed dogs in a chamber and exposed them to mild electric shocks that they couldn't escape. Over time, the dogs stopped trying. They simply lay down and accept the pain as permanent. Then Seligman took those same dogs to a completely different chamber, one where all they had to do was escape was to jump over this really low barrier. But they didn't. They didn't jump, they just laid there. Because the repeated experience of having no control had rewired what they believed was possible. They had learned, not from their abilities, but from their circumstances, that nothing that they did could make a difference. The research also found the dogs that had never been conditioned, when placed in the same shuttle box, given the same shot, jumped that barrier immediately, no hesitation, bro, they just jumped and left. Why? Because it shocked them. Now, some of you in this room are like the unconditioned dogs. You saw the path and you took it. No detours, no second guessing, you just moved. But some of you are like me. We're the conditioned dogs, the ones who needed the right environment to unlearn what life had taught them about their own limitations. For me, I had tried four-year institutions more times than I care to admit. And every time I was met with this shock, that familiar sting of not belonging, I had convinced myself just a little bit more that I wasn't built for it. I had learned to be helpless, not because I actually was, but because my circumstances had taught me to believe I was. Then, just like you, I found Nashville State. Nashville State was the place that walked me over the barrier. And the fear I had built around attending four-year education, well, baby, that obviously dissolved. All right, come. Thank you. However, I want to tell you that a degree from Nashville State is not the destination. It is the door. And on the other side of that door is a new beginning that belongs entirely to each one of you. One where your passion and your ability, which is on display for all of us to see tonight, will finally get to meet. Please do not let the weight of anything that conditioned you before walk through that door with you. You have earned the right to begin again and on your own terms. Now, back to the reason why the question I asked my classmates 21 years ago still follows me to this day. What will you do with your degree? Well, I have known for a while that I asked the wrong question back then. And it has been itching a part of my brain that I just could not reach until I had said it right and the way I had said it wrong. And when Dr. Jackson sat across from me and asked me to come back and speak, I went silent. Long enough for both of us to get a little uncomfortable. But my neurodivergent brain was trying to make the decision on if I was gonna set it right or not. Imagine Mortal Kombat in my head, finish them! Over the past few years, y'all, I have been working through breaking the conditioning to hide when I got something wrong, to reframe it, to make it look intentional, but not tonight. I was gonna do the hard thing, go against everything that had conditioned me. So here's my 2026 attempt, which may very well be wrong again, but what can I say? You only live once. The real question was never, what will you do with your degree? It was, and it has always been, who will you become because of it? I want to close with 2 tips on how to get started in finding the answer to the new question. Who will you become because of your Nashville State degree? To tip one, finding your answer, begin. Start before you are ready. The same way you began when you first walked through Nashville State's doors, the same way you began every semester when life was messy and the easier choice was to quit, you began anyway, and look at where beginning got you. Tip two to finding your answer, do the hard thing. Even when you're conditioned to stay down, especially when the silence gets uncomfortable, say yes anyway. Choose the hard that grows you. Choose the hard that scares you in the right direction. Choose the hard that brings you back 21 years later to the place where it all began, to tell your fellow alumni what you became. And who did I become because of a degree from Nashville State? Well, I became exactly who I always wanted to be, and I quote, the best madre in the world. And the person who gets to stand on this stage tonight and tell you, the beginning Nashville State helped me create, it was so worth it. And you're all about to experience why, and I'm so excited for you. Class of 2026, congratulations.
Class of 2025 and 2026, congratulations. President Jackson, please join me at the podium. Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Science, Associates of Applied Science, Associates of Science in Teaching, and the technical certificates please rise? President Jackson, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the certification of the staff and administration of Nashville State Community College, I present to you these candidates for the Associates of Arts, Associates of Applied Arts, Associates of Fine Arts, Associates of Science, Associates of Applied Science, Associates of Science in Teaching, and the technical certificates.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Tennessee, through the Board of Regents of the College System of Tennessee, I confer upon you the associate degrees and technical certificates that you have earned with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities that pertain to them. Graduates, as confirmation of your accomplishments and the awarding of your degrees and technical certificates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Graduates, you may be seated. We will start our next phase.
Cheyenne Bender, cum laude. Shirley Savendra. Acaja Washington. Asiana Jones, magna cum laude. Tess Patris. Chrislyn Voltaire. Dejanelle Underwood, cum laude. Malachi Greenfield, cum laude. Priscilla Molina. Maya Beth Wood, cum laude. Princess Cooper. Genesis Hudson. Summer Elizabeth Leemaster. Dwayne Jones. Soraya Lowry Matthews. Charquita Quotes. Jai Parker. Elena Bridges, magna cum laude. Sarah Burgess, summa cum laude. Cody Mack Blankenship, magna cum laude. Liana Perry, cum laude. Savannah Ferris. Sadia Ross, cum laude. Deborah Freeman. Mary McCrary, cum laude. Brandon Cogdill, cum laude. Jennifer Bryan, cum laude. Sogo Gerber, magna cum laude. Samaya Aiden. Maria Figueroa. Jessica Watkins. Alora Davis. Lauren Ferguson. Rebecca Holtman, summa cum laude. Adrian Dennis, magna cum laude. Zion Rhodes. Tamika Dansby, magna cum laude. Kitriata Edwards Brown. Elijah Jones. Jamira Royster. Jamaya Royster. Clara King. Nir Limbu. Noah McLean. Brock Sanders. Cannon Sandage. William Banks, summa cum laude. Kaylin Wallace. Curly Owens. Desiree Polau, cum laude. John Dioculus, summa cum laude. Bahiru Sie, cum laude. Marianne Howe, cum laude. Karina Garcia Amos. Lee Coffey. Carmaria Smith. Rachel McKay. cum laude. Mina Gayed. Singh Leon, magna cum laude. Fathi Aiden, cum laude. Sophia Muhammad. Jose Fuentes Torres, summa cum laude. Grayson Walker, cum laude. Darlene Robertson. Azaria Cartwright. Effie Phillips. Cindy Lisbeth Martinez Murillo. Christian Dismore. Gamone Watson. Daiselin Olivia. Emina Karamustakich. Kaylin Major, cum laude. Timothy George, summa cum laude. Isaiah Watts. Sam Hormozy. Marcia Abernathy. Sydney Christine Bolin. Jessica Broadley, cum laude. Jamie Andrews, cum laude. Sayida Salem. Deborah Spady, summa cum laude. Nicholas Colin Padilla. Benjamin Bryant. Lynn Wynn. Devin Polk, magna cum laude. Matthew Thomas Rhodes. Caleb Ruiz, magna cum laude. Savannah Selby. Piper Sponogans, cum laude. Stacy Lewis, magna cum laude. Nicole Holyfield. Wien Mai, summa cum laude. Jashawn Pringle. DeJuan Stitz. Gavin Miller. Grace Diaz Maldonado. Yoselin Lopez Ortega, summa cum laude. Kayshawn Walker. Marvia Anderson, cum laude. Tiara Yambo Bultron. Dorothy Parton. Daniela Lawson, summa cum laude. Andrew Hyde. Jasmine Lucas. Jose Gomez, summa cum laude. Farrell Nana. Gavin O'Connor. Jeremy Williams. Christopher Zapao Castro. Carlos de Dios Castro. Angel Geronimo. Jocelyn Transito Serrano. Brian Diaz Rayo. Ashley Galladay, summa cum laude. Marquivius Dotson, cum laude. Austin Busisimpon, cum laude. Reagan Smith. Brianda Miller. Michelle Palmer. Shamika Jean. Ronishia Hill, summa cum laude. Yolanda Martin, summa cum laude. Kylie Page, magna cum laude. Weston Branham, summa cum laude. Haley Richards. Michael Ramirez Vizaratia. Brandon Tucker, cum laude. Nina Sullivan, cum laude. Cassiana Hardy. Lucas Hamilton. Madeline Giziski. Devon Reed. Emmanuel Hernandez Leon. Tara Murphy. Rami Jawadi, cum laude. Marcos Hairston, cum laude. Gracie Crone, summa cum laude. Maria Cherubin. Molly Jo Williams. Marzia Amini. Joshly Cruz Areola. Taylor Smith. Marilyn Alvarez, magna cum laude. Dartisha Lacey. Zende Payne, summa cum laude. Carlos Serrano. Troy C. Evan West, summa cum laude. Corinne Brockway, summa cum laude. Vincent Daimana, summa cum laude. Amy Randolph, cum laude. Ben Doe. Akiria Morgan. Gabriela Mantilla Herrera. Ahmed Zanu Ahmed. Samuel Shows, summa cum laude. Sharice Snell. Jay Cummings. Allison DeChesky, cum laude. Dawson White. Kaylee Roby. Thomas Ngadayi. Hania Lopez Ochoa. Brielle Walker. Najee McGar, magna cum laude. Otis Carter IV, magna cum laude. Jennifer Savage. Anna Reyes. Kevin Garrido, summa cum laude. Angelica Romero. Kristen Holt, cum laude. Essence Wicks. Shatika Lucas. Lashonda Bailey Davey. Corshia Drayton Tamalivia. Damon Upchurch. Kayla Hoback. Cordell Taylor. Maggie Temple. Sarah Medwick Daly, summa cum laude. Joe Munoz. Robert Wooden, summa cum laude. Clint Carey. Malia Felton. Alyssa Sutherland. Joanne Cantona. Lindsay Hall, cum laude. Rosikion Nabivia. Damari Ornelas. Mercy Hart. Devin Davenport. Rebecca Assad. Haley Barnett. Dominique Williams. Aaliyah Pugh. Skylie Shea. Jonah Alexander. Tiffany K. Russell. Sienna Gordon. Jasmine Zelaya. Sydney Minard. Ashley Lopez. Namaya Harris. Darisha Deshay Rice. Lacey Warren. Sanaya Williams. Marco Menjivar Bueso. Gabriela Martinez. Ashley Garcia Esteves. Dania Wilford. Arafan Kuyeta. Talitha Yarbrough. Amaya Stevens. Lily Roach, magna cum laude. Laprecia Gardner. Woo! LaDon Pointer. Alicia Jackson. Denise Mia Corda. Zamara Moore. Jennifer Hernandez Larios. Saray Smith. Faith Hockett. Hadassah Lawrence. Livia Jones. Chantel Orange. Michael Allen Brown. Epiphany Moore. Isabella Vargas. Antoinette Ferguson. Jalen Smith, cum laude. Jimena Garcia Gonzalez. Candace McEwen, cum laude. Angelique Alexander. Jacob Moore, magna cum laude. Anthony Dubé. Carisi Giselle. Raneem Ella Marie. Makaya Lene Cox, cum laude. Nadia Kieja Williams. Joy Salib. Sophia Angelica Riera. Clara Stephan. Deldar Missouri. Daru Rasul. Landon Harris, magna cum laude. Sayela Haskins. Mariana Legrand. Camille Males. Michaela Turner. Lisa Davis. Caleb Stapleton, summa cum laude. Desiree Davis. Addison Brown. Lillian Wilson. Sarah Cheyenne Mills. Hanya Omar. Shogufa Armekyo. Miranda Doolin. Makaya Huddleston. Martez Thompson Smith. Dwana Osborne. Ryan Cavender. Victor Queen. Daishimeya Aliki. Duan Wynn. Gabrielle Smith. Jessica Erin Chambers, summa cum laude. Eliza Davis, magna cum laude. Ebba Maria Dorman, summa cum laude. Daniel Tapia, cum laude. Natalia Martinez. Angel Ramsey, summa cum laude. Meg Thorpe, summa cum laude. Keyshawn Stewart. Imani McGirt. Lainey Faye Elliott, summa cum laude. Haley Schweikart, cum laude. Sylvia Casillas, cum laude. Madison Neely, summa cum laude. Shauna Lau, magna cum laude. Brianna Beckham. Sabrina Urquhart. Asmita Chowdhury. Cameron Lewis. Deja Jackson. Rana Ridwan Aluzab. Wubishat Malika, cum laude. Thaddeus Takup. Brianna Moore. Kristen Doratuan Uwanich, summa cum laude. Trinity Perkins. Candy Naracha, summa cum laude. Kaylee Thomas, summa cum laude. Natasha Outlaw. Leslie Daniel. Cindy Estes. Kendall Guthrie, summa cum laude. Katie King, magna cum laude. Caitlin Carter, magna cum laude. Eliza Sutherland, summa cum laude. Alexis Koch. Ashley Booker, cum laude. Emily Calhoun, magna cum laude. Lacey Harrington. Jessica Coy, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Patterson, magna cum laude. Sarah Richardson, summa cum laude. Mary Wynn, summa cum laude. Amanda Smith, summa cum laude. Ashley Castor, summa cum laude. Alicia Neverdusky, magna cum laude. Krista Martinez, summa cum laude. Sarika Khan, summa cum laude. Alyssa Weiser, summa cum laude. Brooke Allison, magna cum laude. Marina Evans, summa cum laude. Lynn Dennis, summa cum laude. Brandolyn Fippian, summa cum laude. Cameron Scott. Aria Grinstead. Kendall Adams. Destiny Robinson. Marante Williams, cum laude. LaShonda Carter. Haley Quinn. Bailey Britt. Tori Lynn Carter. Madeline Garrett, summa cum laude. Haley Young, cum laude. Brooklyn Ledbetter, summa cum laude. Emily Green, summa cum laude. Christina Kent, summa cum laude. Esther Morton, cum laude. Maria Jose Mantilla Herrera, cum laude. Tara Medley, summa cum laude. Samuel Abramson. Esperanza Flores Vargas, cum laude. Caitlin Brady. Riley Mitchell. Parker Mitchell. Ilakozi Emmeline. Malia Gooch. Majeen Abdullahi. Michael Sanders.
Yes, Michael!
Julian Dobbins. Elizabeth Harris. Giselle Bowers. Alana Prim. Serenity Harris. Keanthony Demos. Tania Gardner. Ivana Bass. Ryan Battle. Joshua Hawkins. Brian Antonio. Javen McGee. Olivia Stubblefield. Alayana Davis. Ryan Potter. Demarie Fraser. Andre Bell Jr. Corey Cross, cum laude. Kenneth Walker. Janaya James. Javante Dantzler. Josephine McPherson. Monaco Green Jr. Jordan Callie Simmons. Janae Gaines, magna cum laude. Maria Rodriguez. Dewante Bradford. A Miracle Hanner. Jillian Harden. Stephanie Dalton, magna cum laude. Kyla Hunter. LaRon Lee Thomas. Julisse LaFortune. Vanessa Valida Rubio. Sydney Elliott, cum laude. Naomi Alnahad, magna cum laude. Dana Sanders. Rachel Elise Holmes. Isabella Woodard, cum laude. Mia Rodas Munoz, magna cum laude. Carson Ramusin, summa cum laude. Now, Rachel Owen. Ashley Ruiz. Juan Hernandez. Jillian Johnson. Asif Elmari Brantley. Angelica Martinez. Tommy Jenkins. Alicia Bing. Journey Fisher. Tamara Sloper. Deja Lord Pooh. Jason Wright, magna cum laude. Catherine Collier, summa cum laude. Heather Helweg. Martin Rodriguez. Colby Cook. Philip Anke. Patricia Hawks, cum laude. Lawavia Eaton Hoback, magna cum laude. Kanitra Harris. Jessica Leeper. Abdullah Abdusalam. Saldana David. William Ellis. Pamela Gish. Ariel Clark. Robert Coleman Searcy. Tamika Boyd, magna cum laude. Reagan Murray. Carson Ross. Courtney Smith, magna cum laude. Jordan Bopp. James Williams, cum laude. Cassandra Sanchez, cum laude. Francine Bulu. Rumpa Chakraborty. Kieran Wood. Kaden Araya Darosier. Christine Aguilar Ricinos. Jeremiah Cradle, magna cum laude. Sarah Miyu, magna cum laude. Kayla Moss, summa cum laude. Bethany Bordis. Alyssa Perry. Carol McNicholas. Tiffany Turner. Anisha Anderson. Foop Truan. Dinica Greer Howard. Magna cum laude. Nina Parham. Ryan Cipriani, summa cum laude. Camille Suazo. Joshua Bonas, summa cum laude. Jared Cartwright, summa cum laude. Shayla Fernandez. Amayan Muhammad, cum laude. Karina Gonzalez, cum laude. Timothy Bradford. Malix Forrester. Victoria Bates, magna cum laude. Catherine Diane Churchill, magna cum laude. Victoria Beatty. Marsha Borden. Zoya Wakekus. Lily Simonin. Rosalind Crawford. Kiara Kia. Lyrica Brown. Mishandra Clark. Zaire Beauclair. Maurice Level. Elizabeth Dowett. Emina Delic Planchet. Rasmia Raw. Vanessa Ashford. Anastasia Lisenko. Tanya Mesalia. Miranda Perry. Margaret Henneke. Sierra Chappelle, cum laude. Wendell Benjamin, magna cum laude. Trevius Mann. David Free, cum laude. Edgar Rodriguez Uribe. Tiara Hannah. Jasmine Ridley. Ashley Jones. Dim Loon. Skylar Cox. Carly Hindman. Michaela Coates. Barbara Nolan. Leticia Ramon. Miranda Cox, magna cum laude. Deontay Wilkerson. Vincent Nshima. Noah Brown. Joseph Snyder. Michael Sykes. Lawrence Ferguson, summa cum laude. Mary McDonald, cum laude. Morgan Palmer. Nigeria Beard. Theron Pearson. Jashaya Wilson. Tanya Stinson. Alexander Montorio St. Pierre, cum laude. Lucy Isaac. Edith De Jesus. Emma Berry. Priscilla Meeks. Leslie Baker. Joshua Kamel. Alondra Perez Alvarado, cum laude. River Robbins. Joshua Weber, magna cum laude. Andrew Leverett. Allison Emberton. Abinette Siboka. Mariana Escanda. Michaela C. Williams. Casey Garnay, cum laude. Brooklyn Smithy. Hannah Randolph. Ava Beller, summa cum laude. Malik Hampton. Ashton Davidson. Janice Grimes. Lauren Chisholm. Kristen Newsom. Emilian Parafoya. Jasmine Renfrey Horton. Sarah McNeil. Brianna Ingram. Sandra Gayokulis. Cynthia Sprott. Norma Perdoma Guerrillo, cum laude. Signe McRae. Erica Seymour. Emily Hodge. Abigail Tanner. Ava Lee Smith, magna cum laude. Penny Ricks, magna cum laude. Jalen Slater. Angelina Bierke. Amber Washington, cum laude. Jakayla White. Christian Johnson. Anastasia Braun, summa cum laude. Yariana Tamarez. Brianna Sayers. Tosan Cunningham. Timitope Fapitu. Avery Hobbs, cum laude. Miley Wiggins. Island Oliva. Brenna Tate. Jalen Mosey. Veer Patel, cum laude. Kenneth Coulton. Christopher Spencer. Jalen Corder. Manata Soma, cum laude. Premier Clay. Anaya Simon. Jonathan Williams. Blake Wilson, cum laude. Rhonda Ishak. John D. Henderson III. Tiwana Baker. Barbara Bayard, cum laude. Brandy McKinney, summa cum laude. Miranda Alvarez Rodriguez. cum laude. Sabrina Brown. Gian Ishak, cum laude. Carson Hicks, cum laude. Wyatt Fowler, cum laude. Maria Sanchez. Hayden Hayward. Nathan Shaw, magna cum laude. Jonathan Dumez. Heidi Choi, cum laude. Luanne Aguirre, magna cum laude. Nika Shervnon, cum laude. Ariana Arteaga. Marian Bashat, cum laude. Jaslyn Dixon, magna cum laude. Runquez Floyd, cum laude. Hunter Pryor. Reginald Holmes. Jason Bowers. Gilbert LeQuinn. Jamie Whitney. Amelia Winrich, magna cum laude. Stacy Johnston, magna cum laude. Hunter Petty. Brian Shingleton. Krista Hansen. Courtney Ford. Raya Ahumrani. Jared Gabrielle. Seamus Lawrence. Meredith Murdoch. Jacob Hamrick. Oshokemi Aniyafe. Chandrea Patton. Shaniqua Tipler. Shudney Paul. Ayarusalam Seyum. Nimko Jama. Ashley Allen. Kelsey Bofa. Lucia Santiago Romero. Christina West. Tiffany Manuel. Racinio Bodine. Gregory Wills. Michael Henry. Jory Brown. Jordan Morris. Joanna Schussler. Andy Beltran. Deanna Wilson. John Owen Rumage. Richard Debusk, magna cum laude. Enrique Guerrera. James Dale. Andre Carter. Xavier Turner. Devin Ray. Tyler Yakovenko. Neil Massey, summa cum laude. Dylan Tucker. Alyssa Shea Howard, summa cum laude. Melanie Walkers. Janet Shipley. Italia Coleman. Mary Watson. Payman Amidi. Lanesha Northington. Jasmine Ramirez. Gabrietta Leon. Nava Vincent. Tuscany Clift. Mary Liz Newborn. Jaswita Baker. Bryson Barlow. Amy Greenhill, summa cum laude. Janet Curiel. Sabrina Daltrill. Arlanda Robinson. Brian Coyle. Marcus Jones. Muna Ali. Andrea Garcia Ortiz. Tatiana Harris. LaKayla Cornwell. Camilla Woodridge. Janadas Bobanangua de la Cruz, cum laude. Takia Dickerson. Stephanie Anatole. Austin Arnold, summa cum laude. Jonah Crow. Willie Latham, cum laude. Jocelyn Soto. Ashley Martinez Hernandez. James House Jr. Heather Wilson. Sarah Abdullah. Jeanette Torres. Lisa Hardy, magna cum laude.
Over 740 students just walked that stage. All right, graduates, we have one more important thing to do before we close. At this time, I'm going to ask SGA President Corey Cross to come back to the stage and alum Amy Curlin to make their way to the podium to induct our new alum. And as they come, I'd like to share in 1982, Amy converted a former game room in Green Hills into a small cafe that would later become the Bluebird. Recognizing gaps in her business knowledge, she took small business and marketing classes at Nashville State from 1983 to 1985, which she credits with helping shape the Bluebird success. Her love of songwriters helped transform the Bluebird Cafe into a world-famous listening room, launching countless artists. Please join me in welcoming Corey Cross and Amy Curlin.
Graduates, would you please stand? That's right! Standing before you are the degree and certificate recipients from Nashville State Community College who have graduated during tonight's commencement ceremony. Speaking on behalf of the student body, I request that each of these graduates be formally added to the list of alumni of Nashville State Community College. We pledge our continued support to Nashville State Community College, and we ask you to accept our pledge and direct our service to our college.
To assist and begin the induction, I ask that all Nashville State faculty and staff who graduated from Nashville State in past years, please rise and remain standing throughout the induction. And I also ask that all members of the audience who graduated from Nashville State in past years, please rise and remain standing through the induction. On behalf of Nashville State and its alumni, I accept your pledge and welcome you as alumni of Nashville State Community College. You have been important to the college throughout your educational journey, and you will continue to be important to the college as you move forward in your life's mission. You are Nashville State's representatives in your chosen fields and in your communities. We ask you to become active as Nashville State alumni and stay connected to your college by staying in touch with us and by joining the Alumni Association. As alumni, you are invited to participate in the mission of the Nashville State Foundation by volunteering and/or donating to help your fellow Falcons eliminate their financial barriers. Congratulations, class of 2025-2026.
What a night. Commencement is one of my favorite days of the year. It's an affirmation of why I choose to do this work, because I believe in the power of education and the difference it can make, just not in these individual students' lives, but their families, our communities, and our future. This wonderful ceremony would not have happened without the amazing leadership of Miss Evelyn Hadley. Miss Hadley, where are you? Please stand so we can recognize you. I'm not sure how many years it has been, but we want to recognize and ask all of the audience to join me in thanking Ms. Evelyn Hadley for her years of leading the Commencement Committee and for all the other people that volunteered and were a part of this committee. Thank you, Ms. Hadley. Well, we've come to the end of the ceremony. I know, but we got to go home. Graduates, we're so proud of you. I know this is only the beginning of your next chapter in this book of life you're writing. Always remember, falcons fly together. So go forth and soar. We are now going to recess, so faculty, please stand, but remain standing. We are going to let the stage recede out, and then the faculty will follow. Graduates, follow your marshals. They'll start at the beginning. We're going to ask all of our parents and family and friends to let all of the graduates get out. They will meet you outside. Thank you, and have a good evening.